Hey guys, I told you I was going to get back on today to talk about a subject. I don't know why the video part of this phone accents all of my fur on my face and my pink cheeks. Anyway, a serious matter I want to talk about is bullying in the schools. Okay, so my daughter's stepmom decided this year to go ahead and take the leap and bring her daughter to my daughter's middle school here in Ukiah. And she was originally in Willits schools, so she had all her friends, everything, and she agreed she wanted to go to this school with my daughter. And so they worked it out, moved her over, and everything was going good for a minute until until my daughter's stepmom's daughter started getting bullied. Now, what had happened was she made friends with this kid. And this kid, they were hanging out all the time. They were best friends. Everything was great for a while until this boy got back together with his girlfriend. And I say girlfriend because they're kids. And I guess the girl didn't like this other girl, my daughter's stepsister. She didn't like her. So the boy turned around and they were on the phone one night and he yelled at her to shut up and hung up on her. The next day at school, she was being followed around, being called a cunt. I don't even like to say that word if I can help it. And these are 12, 13-year-old kids that are using this language against each other. So she was being called a bitch, and they were just following her around and antagonizing her. Now, months back, I had done a video about bullying because a 13-year-old kid at the same school committed suicide. Now I have friends who, and I was not given permission. I don't even think I asked for it. It didn't seem like the right time, but I wasn't given permission to share names, so I won't do that. But I have these two friends, a married couple, and they have a 10-year-old daughter who started being bullied at her school. And she's younger. She's 10, so she's not even in the middle school yet. This is happening in an elementary school. She had made a plan to take her own life. Now, being a mom, things like this really hit me because I have kids of all of the different adolescent ages. I have a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 7-year-old. And the thought of one of them feeling like things are so bad that they would, end their life, I don't understand how nobody is looking this in the eye and thinking this is not right and something needs to be done. So here in the next few weeks, probably after Christmas break and all that, I am going to start building an alliance of mothers against bullying. Parents against bullying, not just mothers, parents. Because the problem is getting worse. It's getting way worse, and kids are committing suicide, and kids are making plans to commit suicide. And it's all surrounded by these kids who clearly have no direction. They're jerks. And nothing's being done about these people. So apparently also a couple weeks ago, there was a threat of a shooting written in the girls' bathroom of my kid's school. I guess they had found the kid that did that and they were expelled. There were criminal charges pressed, but nothing's being done about the bullies. And I don't feel like that's good enough for these parents, because parents are being afraid to send their kids to school. And then the schools are saying, if your kids don't go to school, you're going to jail. And the parents are like, if my kid goes to school, I won't have one. Because these other kids, I don't understand what's going on at home. Maybe they're abused. Maybe they're just assholes. And they need to be dealt with accordingly. So I really want to get together the parents that I know that are going through this and build an alliance. And we're just going to have to do everything in our power because the schools aren't. Please talk to your kids about bullying and the dangers of it. And if you're one of those parents who are encouraging your child to bully other children, you're a piece of crap. And I'm just going to tell you that. You're a piece of crap. Because, I have kids in grade school, and, my oldest daughter was bullied for a second. And so I I try to talk to my kids as much as possible about be friends with that kid that sits by himself. You know, make friends with people that don't have any friends. And if people bully you, you need to go find help immediately. And if the schools aren't doing anything, come to me, because I'm going to start really putting my foot down on this bullying bullshit, because it's just getting worse and worse as it goes on. And I'm disgusted by it. I'm disgusted that any parent that knows their children are being bullies, you know, obviously you were a bully and you didn't have any direction, and now you're unloading it onto your child. So talk to your kids about bullies. Talk to your kids about suicide. Build that awareness, because I've said it a zillion times, and most of them in these videos. Awareness is the key to all of this. You have to build awareness or nothing's going to change. Nothing will get done. So the 10-year-old child that had created a plan to commit suicide is now in a mental health facility, hours away from her family and her friends, getting some help, and that's not okay. You know, it is not okay that that little girl feels like she needs to end her life just to get away from these jerks at school. And I want everybody to keep in mind, this is something that the father had said in a public Facebook post. It's okay to not be okay, but please ask for help. Please teach your children how to go and ask for help when they have thoughts like this, because things will be done. I promise you, things will be done. And if you're having a problem with bullies at your kid's school and you don't live anywhere near me, please feel free to get in touch with me, because I'm not going to put up with it, and I will build alliances all over Facebook, all over the world if I have to, because I'm not gonna sit by and watch my friends' 10-year-old daughters think that ending their life is the only way that they can get away from this crap. It's not okay. It's sad. It's heartbreaking, and it's disgusting. So please educate. I don't know how many times I could tell people this. Educate your kids on these subjects. Educate them to know that there is help if they go and ask for it. Notice the signs. There are so many ways for you to look up what the signs of bullying and suicide is, and teach them to your kids. I think that was basically what I wanted to cover in this area tonight, because it's sad to me. It's very sad. I'm going to have my kids write her a letter to let her know that she's very loved, and that, you know, there's solutions. You just got to find them, and you can't get them through the schools. The schools aren't doing anything. They're sweeping it under the rug, and they're acting like it's nothing. You know, oh, this kid said this to that kid. Big deal. It is a big deal. It's a huge deal, because when somebody's coming to you, especially as a school counselor, and you tell them, oh, you guys just need to work it out and get over it. You know, that's going to show the kid that's being bullied that nobody really gives a damn. And guess what the next step is? Nobody gives a damn. I don't need to be here. So educate your kids. Teach your kids the signs. Teach your kids not to bully, for the love of God. If every parent on this planet teaches their kids to be kind and compassionate to other kids, look what will happen to the bullying. You know, it'll disappear. But parents that are bullies, you have kids that are bullies. You know, grow up and teach your kids how not to be assholes. Because, so help me God, if I ever find out one of my kids are bullying, I will embarrass the crap out of them at school. Because I won't put up with it. I don't want my kids to be bullied, and I don't want them to be the bully. But be the change you wish to see in the world. Otherwise, it's just going to keep getting worse. So, thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Serenity's here. And Justice is here.
Mommy, I was setting up, we were playing war, and all I hear from the bathroom is, it's Justice farting.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to cover today. And I also wanted to give a big, huge, fat thank you to my 36 subscribers who have hung tight and watched my videos.
Like me, I watch all of them and like all of them and try to comment on them.
You guys are really, really, really awesome. Listen to Justice. She has something to say.
I subscribe.
So did I.
Subscribe. But thank you guys.
Subscribe.
You guys are my rock, and thank you for listening. And educate your kids. Build awareness.
Subscribe and like.
Okay, be
and
the
comment.
change. Bye, guys.